What was going on in the universe before the Big Bang? The universe was created by the Big Bang. It is a very interesting question. Einstein also said the same thing, and this is also clear in cosmology. At present, a significant point is that there was a stage in the life of the universe before the Big Bang. Of course, if the Big Bang was a phase of dense heat, after which the universe appeared, if the Big Bang was a type of explosion that happened 13.8 billion years ago, we call this phase cosmic inflation. We believe that before that, the universe accelerated at an exponential rate, meaning its size became larger and larger and larger. These numbers are truly astonishing. If the universe was initially the size of an atom, in less than several million seconds it would be much larger than today's universe, and more than 350 galaxies. As a result, its expansion was very rapid and exponential. Also, after this expansion stopped, all the energy that caused it was released into space and increased its temperature. This energy created particles of matter, and we and everything we see in the sky were made of these particles of matter, and this event is called the Big Bang, which seems imaginary and unreal, but this is the standard cosmology at the moment. So here are a few questions. What caused the cosmic inflation? What stopped it? How long did it last? The answer is that we don't know, and we are not sure what the correct answer is. In the beginning, there was a small, infinitely dense sphere of matter that began to expand and eventually created atoms, molecules, stars, and galaxies. But what was the world like before the Big Bang? What was the world like before everything? In a fraction of a second, the universe underwent a stunning cosmic expansion, doubling its size by at least 80 times. This rapid inflation, fueled by a mysterious energy that had seeped into empty space, left the universe cold and barren. According to some theories, cosmic inflation does not stop all at once, but rather subsides in pieces, and each time it stops, a new universe is created. Some of these theories, known as eternal inflation theories, say that perhaps the universe and the part we can see are not the only universe that exists, and that there may be countless other universes, and perhaps new universes are being created all the time. We do not know if this is a precise understanding, but modern cosmology is at this stage.
If cosmic inflation correctly describes the events before the Big Bang, it is possible to reach the final answer to the question of where we came from and beyond the reach of science, and this only makes it further away from reaching the answer because we know nothing about the events before inflation, and it is unlikely that we will be able to find the answer one day. As we said, there are now theories that believe that there may be more than one universe, that we have an infinite number of universes. It is an amazing idea, isn't it? Of course, I must add that if this idea is correct, some theories believe that the fundamental constants of nature, such as the strength of gravity, the speed of light, and the mass of particles, may be different in different universes. When you ask why our universe is perfect for life, why stars make carbon and oxygen, the elements necessary for life, why everything is so well balanced that living things came into existence, the answer to all these questions is that this equilibrium is attributed to the existence of every conceivable combination of natural laws in the universe, which creates a multitude of diverse universes. So we will definitely have a universe that allows us to survive. You may ask how likely it is that such a universe would exist. If we had an infinite number of universes, the emergence of such a universe is inevitable because all possible universes would exist. I emphasize that all of this is based on speculation. But the first point I made about inflation is that the idea of exponential and rapid expansion is not speculation, or we can say that events before the Big Bang are mainstream cosmology, and the idea of multiple universes, although a little more hypothetical, is still scientifically valid and people are researching it, and it is considered an active area of research. Cosmic inflation shows us that before the Big Bang there was a huge capital and nothing else but empty space.
The empty space was the carrier of energy that expanded the universe to its current enormous size and brought it to the initial state before the Big Bang. Of course, we have several other theories about cosmic inflation that explain the initial conditions that ultimately led to the Big Bang, which suggest that there may be other dimensions in the universe. Let's say we are living on a piece of paper. There are theories that say that our universe is floating like this, and there may be other floating universes. So maybe we have more spatial dimensions while we are floating like a piece of paper in this multiverse or several larger universes. You may ask what happens when they collide, and their separation causes the Big Bang. When these plates collide, they heat themselves up, and something like the Big Bang happens in a plane of spacetime. This is another of the many theories that existed before the Big Bang and describe the Big Bang. Theories of these plates colliding with each other, creating the Big Bang or the multiverse theory, may seem even fanciful and unrealistic, but they actually have a mathematical argument. In addition to these theories that describe the early state of the universe, they also have a bit of experimentation. The amazing thing is that we are now building measuring instruments, and in fact, the cosmic microwave background radiation, or CMB for short, is the experimental basis for all the theories. So we can look up at the sky and see the oldest light in the universe, which was emitted 380,000 years after the Big Bang. That is, when the universe has cooled enough for atoms to form, the universe has become transparent, and this light has already been passing through the universe. The European Planck Observatory is recording detailed images of this light that look like a snapshot of the universe's infancy. It is in fact a kind of fetal ultrasound of the universe, so we can see the universe in its early state, along with the various structures and details of light that give us clues about what happened at the beginning of time and the beginning of the universe. These experimental experiments support theories such as quantum theory and Einstein's general relativity, two pillars of modern physics. To understand how the Big Bang and the events before it happened, we must combine Einstein with quantum theory.
Only by finding such a theory can we answer the most fundamental questions of cosmology, such as what space is, what time is, what the universe is, and where it came from. The most distant object in the universe is 47 billion light-years from Earth. As a result, the size of the observable universe is 94 billion light-years. You may have wondered why the observable universe is larger than the time it takes for light to travel that distance. The answer is that the universe has been expanding during this time, which makes distant objects farther away from us than the time it takes for light to travel. Most scientists believe that the totality of the universe is much larger than the observable universe. But is there anything beyond the totality of the universe? Probably not. We are almost certain that our universe can be infinite. Even our own part of the universe is the same. If we consider the universe, it certainly exists much larger than what we see. So why did I say that? Think about it. The universe means our part. It is at least 13.8 billion years old, meaning that light has only had 13.8 billion years to reach the part of the universe that we can see. So we can only see as far as the light has had time to travel. But we believe that there is much more beyond that, because we have built measuring instruments and studied the curvature of the universe and its structure. So we have no doubt that the universe extends beyond the small bubble that we see. As for how long it will last, we do not know the answer, but it could be infinite. Taking into account the latest discoveries and measuring instruments in physics, we tried to find answers to our questions. What existed before the Big Bang? How big is our observable universe? What exists beyond the part that we can see? After asking how the universe began, other important questions arise of their own accord. Questions such as how the universe will end. The best guess, or current estimate, is that it will expand forever. Because the expansion of the universe is increasing and is a big mystery, before this discovery, we thought that the effect of gravity was permanent. So considering the galaxies we have in the universe, and that the universe has been expanding since the Big Bang, it should at least slow down now.
There was even a question about whether there is enough space in the universe to slow down the expansion of the universe enough to stop and the universe collapses again. New discoveries have shown that the expansion of the Earth is increasing and will continue to increase unless new physics appears that we do not understand, so the expansion of the universe will continue forever. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. We are the YouTube channel and Instagram page of Pick-a-Pride. If you liked this video, please follow the YouTube channel and Instagram page. If you have a topic in mind, please tell us in the comments so that we can make a video about it. Until the next video, goodbye.